There is a hard-hitting question I have to ask, but there's only one stipulation. You cannot use the defense 3 hours. My question to you, now pretend like you're trying to tell this to a casual viewer, somebody who doesn't watch Raw or SmackDown right now, somebody that doesn't care about backstage news and stories and Vince is going to push this person. No. I want some real debate about what is better, Raw or SmackDown. And here's what I'm going to say. If I had to give the edge, let's start with the post shows first of all. Raw and SmackDown post shows. Talking Smack wins, hands down. Renee, Daniel, Shane, everybody that comes on, Talking Smack is excellent. Boom, that's 1 point for SD. But how about the main show? Now, if you take away the 3 hours and you kind of make it comparative, let's say you chop 2 hours to 2 hours, right? And even then, Raw's got some filler. That could be an argument, right? But it's a 3-hour show. SmackDown's only 2, so is it fair to compare? Maybe just pick out the best 2 hours from Raw and put it up against SmackDown. Pick out your favorite feuds. Let's pretend that way. Let's compare SmackDown Live with everything that's going on Raw for the big feuds, the big plots. So on Raw, we have Goldberg and Kevin Owens. You have Braun Strowman, who has evolved from facing enhancement talent that have become a mainstream that guys are chanting, "This is awesome," to in a match with a Big Show. A guy that everybody said, why is he facing enhancement talents, when I defended that and said, just wait, Triple H knows what he's doing. And now Braun is a guy we love. All right, flip side, let's go to SmackDown. Let's pick a guy like Baron Corbin, for example. He eliminated Braun Strowman in the Royal Rumble, and he is SmackDown's answer, I think, to him. He's faced guys like John Cena and AJ Styles leading up to some pay-per-views, and now it looks like he's going to be in a feud with Dean Ambrose, possibly going for the Intercontinental Championship. So Braun and Baron. Baron, let's hold off on because he's not in big feuds, though. Let's pick it up to Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. That's a pretty good feud. That's best friends. Do we have anything like that on SmackDown? As a show, let's look on SmackDown. On SmackDown, we have James Ellsworth and Carmella. Okay, that's not a good example. Let's say Natalya versus Nikki Bella. A feud that I was very surprised about. I wasn't expecting it, but dang, I am enjoying it. And too bad it's kind of over now, and it's going to be a mixed tag. Wait, I don't want to spoil it. We're talking to the casual fans. How about the on-air talent? Who do you like better? Do you like Mick Foley or do you like Daniel Bryan? Who's doing a better job on the show? Is it Bryan or is it Foley? Let's look at the angles here. The Authority seems like they're in control on Raw. On Monday Night Raw, Mick thinks he has power, but does he really? Stephanie's always trying to make him do stuff, but then when he comes up with the match and says it's going to happen, it kind of benefited the Authority. His struggle against the Authority versus, say, Daniel Bryan in the land of opportunity. He's the land of opportunity, but some of your favorite superstars like AJ Styles are kind of going down and looking like they're going to face Shane McMahon. Is that a good show? Do you want to see Shane versus AJ? I mean, we haven't even seen the story for how we get Shane versus AJ. We're already just saying no. We need story, let's be honest here. Let's see, what else do we have on Raw and SmackDown? On Raw, you have the Authority with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe is here, the running meme, the guy just running down to the ring. You have Samoa Joe on Raw. Okay, Samoa Joe's answer would be AJ Styles, of course. Big name on the show. If you honestly look at both shows and you look at the actual stories, I got to give the edge to Raw. Look at how Bayley, finally, over the course of the year, she wasn't even at WrestleMania last year, man. They didn't even bring her in, but look what happened. Sasha brought her up. Then Sasha brought her up, and then Bayley was going to get a chance, and Charlotte sends her to the back of the line. Sasha faces her for a couple months, doesn't win, or flip-flops the title back and forth, ultimately losing, and Charlotte is still your champion. Then Bayley steps up, but then she needs Sasha to do it, and can she defend on her own? That's a story. What do we have on SmackDown? You had Alexa Bliss. You had Becky Lynch. You had Eva Marie. I remember when Eva Marie was on the show, I said that was going to happen. Eva came out twice. If you think about that, Becky Lynch wanted to fight. Becky Lynch is the Irish last kicker. She's ready to go. And then Eva didn't show up twice, but on the second time, Alexa Bliss debuted. What has the big feud been all year? Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch. That's some good storytelling. That's tying back in. That looks like a long story arc. SmackDown, that's a good thing. But Raw's got you matched with Bayley too, so I don't know if I can give you the edge for that. Let's look at some of the lower card guys. Let's look at the Sami Zayn, his struggle against the Authority. Getting told he had blue balls. What's Sami going to do? Is he going to step up? Is he going to beat Samoa Joe? Is he going against Triple H? Is he trying to defend the honor of Seth Rollins? Is he trying to go after his best friend? I don't know. Let's look on SmackDown. We got The Miz. Miz, probably the best worker in WWE. Just to constantly be able, the last 10 years, be able to keep doing what he's doing. I love Miz. Hands down. Miz is fantastic, but is Miz enough to make you go SmackDown is better? I don't think so. Apollo Crews and Kalisto? No. I don't know. That's a serious question. Which show is better? But for why? Is it the story? Is it the Authority? Is it Shane and Daniel Bryan? Is it because it's the land of opportunity? Is it because Naomi finally won? Bray Wyatt won? I mean, let's look at this. The big story. Bray Wyatt won the title. Kevin Owens, the fan favorite, won the title and has held it all year. Possibly going to lose it to Goldberg now. AJ Styles on SmackDown holds the title the whole time. Up until Mania. And Bray Wyatt won it. And Bray, the guy that's been buried in WWE for 2, 3, 4 years, the old Husky Harris, he's now WWE Champion. Does that make SmackDown better for you? Is that what makes SmackDown better? The fact that the talent that should get the credit finally got the credit? Maybe you like it because Dolph Ziggler is going heel and Dolph Ziggler heart-stopped Jerry the King Lawler and he's got a bad side coming out of him. He's getting a little bit of character development that he hasn't had. It's kind of a toss-up. So I'd like some serious, actual wrestling debate from y'all. I want to know what you honestly think. Is Raw or SmackDown better, but why? But you can't use 3 hours. That's the only thing. Because if the excuse is 3 hours, pick out your favorite 2 hours of Raw against your favorite 2 hours of SmackDown, and then let's compare. Let's make it an even comparison. You can compare the Authority figures. You can compare the post shows. You can compare even the pay-per-views. Who do you give the edge to? I don't know, but for the casual fans that are watching, if you like quick, easy, fast action, SmackDown is your go-to. If you like more complex stories, more advertisements, more people, if you like more people, advertisements, some great story, but you have to sit through a lot of filler, Raw is for you. But which one do you like better? Maybe if you just picked up watching Raw and SmackDown, which one do you like better? Again, pretend like we don't know about Meltzer. Pretend you don't know about any backstage news, plots, stories. Just which show is better? Raw or SmackDown? Raw or SmackDown? It's a serious question. Let me know in the comment section below. And make sure to follow me at TubbyEmo on Twitter because the wrestling discussions are back. They never went away, but the way we talk about it kind of did. Because now I'm seriously curious. Which one has been better? Because both have had their shining moments. I should have added no filler as a rule, but hey, it is what it is. Raw or SmackDown? Take your pick.